Super Players? It's your homie C-Rod, back at it again with another video. And today I'm gonna be going to my local tournament and I'm gonna try to win first place. Yup, always going for them W's. I'm gonna try to win first place with this guy right here. I call it Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan 2 Gohan because I threw a little bit of Ultra Instinct spice into this deck profile and it's running Super Saiyan 2 Gohan as the leader, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna go in there, like I said in previous videos, a lot of people that go here are actually really good, so wish me luck and make sure you guys stay super throughout this ride. So here we go. Check it out, I'm setting up the live stream on Wednesdays, better not miss out. Got the live stream right here, the Twitch. I don't know who these guys are, about to erase them. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. expect a live tournament. Check it out. We got it right there, ghetto style, the best style right there with some tape. I'm gonna upgrade eventually, guys. And then we got the people up here, this little studio we have, and these guys are playing Dragon Ball right back there. We're gonna be having some of the best players that come to this shop play here, so it's gonna be tight. And like I said, I'm playing Super Saiyan 2 Mastered Ultra Instinct Gohan. That's what I'm playing today. Yup, I made it up. It's gonna be tight. You guys better catch us on Twitch on Wednesdays at 8. Alright? Expect some pretty broken decks out here. I'm doing business. Doing business with the homie. This is his folder. That's Superboy. We're making business, right?
Yeah.
We're about to do some big money deals right here. Look at that. That's on Holotopo. And I got some pretty good stuff over there too. Show them that one spice. Look at that. I'm down to trade that. So damn. And there's a Cali Cannon. Look at this. We're gonna be making some big money deals right here. Hot Crispy. Got Crispy featured in the video again. So we're in the tournament. Like I said, I'm running Son Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I'm gonna be playing against Beerus right now. We're in round number 3. I drew against Hatchak, won against Broly, and now I got Derek right here. Good luck to you, man. It's gonna be an epic battle, but let's see what happens here. It's Inception right here, Twitch Inception. There's like 42 people right now. Hit it up on the chat. Look at these guys. MVPs right here, doing it right on the Twitch. I actually got second place. I think it was this Tangerine, and I managed to get second freaking place. The MVP of this tournament was low-key this ape right here. No wonder this card cost 30 bucks. All right, Super Players, so we are here finally with the Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan Mastered Ultra Instinct Achieve deck profile, what I like to call it. But yeah, I technically was undefeated. I played against a Hatchak and that was a draw. Every other match I beat. I even beat the, meta defying Beerus, the god of destruction. And Son Gohan Super Saiyan 2 is actually not bad. This deck that I made is freaking spicy hot, like hot Cheetos. But for real, it's a really good leader. I made a pretty good deck. So we got Son Gohan. So he has Burst 2, meaning you got to drop 2 cards from the top of your deck every time he attacks, and you get to choose 1 yellow card in your hand, place it in the drop area to draw 2 cards. This fuels the drop area, allowing you to have sparking capabilities, and on top of that, it's very good to, be able to draw a lot. So that's what Son Gohan Unawakened does. But be careful, you can deck out, so you want to awaken relatively quickly. And when you awaken at 4 lives or less, you get to restand 2 of your energies, which is very good. Then you go from Son Gohan to Untapped Power Super Saiyan 2 Son Gohan. And we're going to be making this guy go Master Ultra Instinct status. But yeah, Untapped Power Super Saiyan 2 Son Gohan, he has Sparking 5, which is 5 cards in the drop in order to activate his auto. Then when this card attacks, you draw 1 card. Very useful effect. Attacking and drawing is a staple in most leaders. And then an Activate Main, which allows you to choose up to 1 Yellow Saiyan card in your drop area with an energy cost of 3 or higher and add it to your hand, and then you cannot use that ability anymore for the duration of the game. So I got to get a little bit of coffee right here, a little bit of Zenkai boost, and that's what Son Gohan does. Very freaking clutch. That ability, it's actually very useful with this deck, and I'll show you how. So that's the leader, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So we got Whis the Spectator right here. This is gonna be mustard and ketchup type of deck, red yellow type of deck. And the reason I went with red yellow with this deck is because, you know, yellow kind of suffers from removal and red has a pretty good amount of removal cards. So that's why I went with red yellow. So this Whis the Spectator, what it does is it's a pretty much a dual color energy that comes out in active mode if you happen to have another dual color energy already in your energy zone. That's the, you know, the main point of this guy. We are running 4 of these Whis because you definitely need this guy as your energy. So we got 4 of those Whis. Then we got Beerus, No Holds Barred. So this is our removal of the deck. So every deck, in order to be good, you need to have removal. So this card, upon play, he pops a battle card that happens to have 30,000 power or less, and upon play he just KOs it. Or if you play him offensively, he locks one of your opponent's battle cards or leader cards in rest mode until it's your next main phase, which is actually very useful. So this guy is a very useful removal. We are running 3 of these Beerus No Holds Barred because, you know, you got to remove the field, and you know, you need some God Essence to turn Master Ultra Instinct anyways. So those are the perfect pupils. Then we got King Vegeta and Vegeta Royal Bloodline. More dual color energy. You definitely want to open up with 1 dual color turn 1. Mulligan hard for a dual color. And that's the only reason I have this guy. He's not a bad dual color. He has a rival, 1 yellow energy, comes out onto the field if you have red and yellow in the combo zone. And then upon play, you pop a 3 cost or less and draw 1 card. So this guy is not bad. Situational, but not bad. The card does have to be rested in order to pop it. We're only running 2 of these. If you really want, you could substitute these 2 for double strike Champas. Honestly, I think that would probably be a better move, but I just didn't want to not open up with a dual color turn 1. Then we got Battle to the Death. So this is my little spicy tech that I think it's very necessary with this deck. So the reason I added this card is because if our leader is yellow, you get to choose up to 3 cards in your life, add them to your hand. Up to 3. So you could choose just 1, just 2. You don't have to choose all 3. And then you get to choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and it gets minus 25k power. So this card removes barrier cards like the Piccolos that could get a little bit annoying. And on top of that, pick up 3 lives. That's guaranteed gonna self-awaken. So just in case you play against leaders that like to stall you out, you gotta awaken with your leader, cause your leader unawakened, you're gonna deck out. So this card is a must in this deck, in my opinion. We are only running 2 of these because you're not gonna play it too often, but if you need to play it, you will play it. Then the money card of the deck, Baby Janemba, not really necessary for the deck, but if you want to, you know, have another win con, this guy is so good. What he is he is an activate main that use 3 yellows, 2 reds, show it to your opponent. Upon play, your opponent gets to choose either to leave them on the field and their leader gets minus 30,000 power for the duration of the turn, or lose 3 lives and he goes straight to the drop area. So it's a hard decision for your opponent, and usually if you bring them out when they have 3 lives, they're forced to, you know, get that minus 30k. And he also has offering upon play. Very freaking powerful card right here. We only run 1 because it's a ultimate card, meaning it's a secret, meaning you could only run 1 in the deck. Then our super combo, Divine Cry Beerus. This super combo goes active literally turn 2, because when you attack with your unawakened leader, Gohan, he bursts 2, you drop 1, and then you draw 2, right? Next turn you attack, and then you burst 2 more, you'll have Sparking 5. This is a Sparking 5 super combo, 10k boost, draw a card. We are running 2 of these because I don't have 2 more. So ideally run 4 of these Divine Cry Beerus, but I do not own them, so I had to go with the 2-2 split, and I had to add the other super combo, Jocko. This one's when your life is at 4 or less, you could 10k boost and draw a card. So this guy is not bad either, but you know, you gotta have the Beeruses. Beeruses are way better. And then we got Time Magic, a very amazing negate. Sparking 5, take a life, stop the attacking card, and on top of that, it can now switch back to active mode. Really did good against dual attack cards like Hachiyak and things like that, or like Shenron. Very useful. I run 2 of these because our leader does activate Sparking relatively fast, so you have this at, you know, your disposal if you really need to take a life. And then Flying Nimbus, one of the best negates for the yellows, and this card is so freaking good. Let me get a coffee sip. Zenkai sip. But yeah, this card right here is so good. Negates the attack, drop a yellow. Your opponent cannot make any more attacks with multiple battle cards. They only have one more attack left. This card can literally save you from an onslaught of baby mayhem. So that's why I added this one. Two of these, very useful. And that's our negates. I did the 2-2 split. Nimbus on its own, you only need to play 1 or 2. Then we got Mutai Ito talking about counter plays. This is a very awesome counter play. If you don't have Mutai Ito, you can use Beerus Champa, but I like Mutai Ito because he's 1 energy. Upon play, when your opponent plays something, you can counter, play this card, and then place this card in the drop area in order to put a battle card that your opponent has on the field to rest mode if the battle card has greater energy costs than the amount of energy they have. So this card can stop Gogeta, this card can stop Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, this card can stop the secret rares. This card is just you know, 100% you're gonna survive. So 2 Mutai Itos, one of my favorite counters in Dragon Ball Super card game, and all Dragon Ball Super card game. So then we got Pilaf. Let me zoom this in a little bit. We got Pilaf the Cunning, guys. So Pilaf the Cunning, I added him just to control your opponent from doing too many offensive plays, because this deck right here, the way you win is you need to set up your board and power up to Ultra Instinct Mastered. So Pilaf the Cunning prevents your opponent from using offensive energy manipulating abilities during their turn unless they warp 5 cards from their hand, and this stacks. So if you play 2 of these, they have to warp 10 cards if they want to use Sense of Being offensively. So this card is so darn good. Really did good against Shenron as well, because Shenron restands 2, right? So this card, I have 3 of them in the deck because you also need a rival red cards in the deck, so I added those because they draw as well. Then we got Topo Righteous Aid, a very strong counter. I don't even want to talk about this card because it's so broken. 2 energies during your opponent's turn. When your opponent's attacking, you negate the attack, drop 1 card from your hand, and then your opponent cannot make any more multiple attacks unless they discard 2 cards from their hand for every additional attack they do. Topo literally stops your opponent from doing anything, and then if you have a Flying Nimbus on top of that, you're gonna be chilling big time, and they discard 2. So Topo, it's a $10 card, guys. It's so good. We're only running 3 of these. What I like to do is I like to play them, and then I like to combo them for a rival. So 3 of these. Then we got Great Ape Son Goku. This card, low-key MVP of the deck. Sometimes you do lose steam. If your opponent's playing very offensively, you're going to have to combo out of a lot. So late game, 2 energies. Sent from the drop area, you send it to the warp, draw 2 cards. Since our leader mills a lot, this card's eventually gotta go to the drop, or you can discard it to draw 2 with our unawakened Super Saiyan Gohan leader. So this is a very, very useful card in this deck because it will go to the drop. Only 2 in the deck. It's a very expensive card, guys. Not gonna lie, this deck is budget, but then, you know, the expensive cards make it not budget. So we got Fearless Krillin, Assault. This guy is so good. Awakening Purposes, grants a crit. I gotta say, this guy is one of the MVPs of the deck. You know, this guy's just gonna guarantee self-awaken if you need to, and deal some extra pressure to your opponent. So we are running 4 of these Krillins because you gotta, you know, be able to take a life when you want to and have some pressure to your opponent. Then Successor of Hope. Let me zoom in a little bit. Successor of Hope, guys, a very powerful extra card. This card allows you to search your deck for any swap cards that are energy cost of 5 or less, and we have a lot of swap cards in here, and it's no energy required. So we are running 4 of these, so you can search out whenever for free a swap target. So we have 4 of those, very useful. 4 of, maybe you could drop it down to 3 if you really want to, but 4 of is really good. And then we got adoptive Father Son Gohan. You know, this is a swap target. You can search it out with Successor of Hope, and this card for 1 energy. You can swap for energy cost of 2 that is a Goku's lineage, and we are only running 2 of these because if you get Successor of Hope, you want to just have one of these in your hand and then just keep them in your hand for the remainder of the game. So you swap into this, you know, Gohan. Since it is Super Saiyan Gohan, we're starting off from child mode to Beast Mastered Ultra Instinct mode, and his father is going to show him how to do that, Goku. So what this guy is he's a barrier. Swap 3. You can swap him in with adopted father son Gohan, and now you have a guarantee swap 3, and you swap into a battle card that is a Goku's lineage with an energy cost of 3. So we have 2 of these, and we also have dependable Dynasty Son Goku, because sometimes you want to swap into this Goku to get some, you know, extra pressure onto your opponent. He's a 15k attack swap target. It has the same thing as Gohan, but he's not barrier. So depending on the situation, that's the one you play, you know, depending on the deck. But you want to guarantee activate swap 3 to swap into Path to Greatness. We're going to be going Ultra Instinct, right? So we got to go Mastered Ultra Instinct. So we got Son Goku, Path to Greatness. This guy is swap 3 target for to do the big Omega Master Ultra Instinct play. What this guy does is he's a barrier, so he's not going to be able to be killed. He has 4 yellow energies. Always charge yellow with this deck. Always charge yellow with this deck. I'm saying it again. Always charge yellow with this deck. So you can have 4 yellow energies. Turn 4. You're going to have Sparking 7 because her leader drops like crazy. You swap onto Goku's lineage with an energy cost of 8, and he also draws you a card upon play, and you're also able to rest a battle card. So this guy is so good. We are only running 3 of these because you can get them from the drop area to your hand with our Awakened Leader's ability to get a 3-cost yellow Saiyan card from the drop area. And last but not least, Mastered Ultra Instinct, Height of Mastery Son Goku, the one that's gonna show Gohan how to go Mastered Ultra Instinct and maybe surpass Mastered Ultra Instinct. But yeah, this guy is pretty darn good. Upon play with swap, he allows you to rest 3 cards on your opponent's side of the field. It could be battle cards, it could be energy. He's a triple strike dual attack. This guy's gonna finish the job for sure. And you know, just pressure your opponent, finish the job, and finish the job with a triple strike. We are running just 3 of these Height of Masteries, and that is the Mastered Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan 2 deck profile of Gohan. Undefeated. I got 2nd place because I got a draw in 1 match, but other than that, very powerful deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit a good like on this video if you guys enjoyed this type of deck profiles, and like we always say, subscribe and stay super.